In sports today, a tragedy in the cricket world. The Leafs battle the Pens in overtime and the Raptors remain red hot. Here's Trayvon Marsh with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thanks, Rebecca. Australian cricketer Philip Hughes has died after a freak accident. Hughes was hit on the head during a match in South Africa on Tuesday and was rushed to hospital. He was hit by a ball and collapsed on the field. Officials say helmets need to be reassessed.
The reliability of those helmets will come into question. I recall during my tenure at the ICC, we were looking at it. There were instances where the ball had gone through the visor.
Hughes was put in a medically induced coma for 2 days. He never regained consciousness. Hughes died at the age of 25. The Toronto Maple Leafs won 2 games in a row and were looking to make it 3. However, Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins came to play, looking for the season series sweep. In less than 30 seconds, Blake Como would open up the scoreboard with a backhand past goalkeeper Jonathan Bernier, and the Pens are up early. With 7.5 left to play in the first, Evgeny Malkin should send a slap shot into the back of the net on a Penguins power play. The Pens led by 2 going into the second period. In the 8th minute, Leo Kamarov would score from close range to cut the lead in half. If you enjoyed it the first time, you'll enjoy it even more when he does it again in less than 3 minutes, tying the game 2-2. Pure talent. But the Pens would not let that faze them, as Como would score his second of the night with a deflection to put them up by 1. Then on the penalty kill, with less than 4 to play, Tyler Bozak would go on a breakaway and score, tying the game 3-3. The third period would be scoreless and we would head to overtime. The Pens are on the attack. Como, no problem. Como would slip the puck past Bernier to win the game. The Leafs fall 4-3. The Atlanta Hawks hosted the Toronto Raptors for the second time this season. The Raptors were up and running with all-star DeMar DeRozan draining a shot from 3-point range. DeRozan would spin to the basket to close out the fourth quarter with 14 points. On to the second quarter we go, and the Raptors show no signs of slowing down as sweet Lou Williams nails the 3 to put the Raptors up by 10. Moving into the second half, the Hawks would claw back to tie the game. And there was nothing that could cool off Williams as he drained a 3 from Scarborough in the dying seconds of the third. Then in the fourth, coming off of the bench, Gravis Vasquez would lead the Raps to victory by closing out the game with 2 straight threes. The Raptors shut out the game with a total of 14 three-pointers. He's loving it, and so is the North. The Toronto Raptors march out victorious. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Ainsley Smith.
Well, Trayvon, it looks like Mother Nature is going to be as unpredictable as the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast. Today we're going to feel a high of 2 degrees and a low of -1, but make sure to dress warmly as the wind chill is going to make it feel like -5. On Friday we're going to see a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures are going to stay below 0 with a high of -1 and a low of -4. Finally, by Saturday, things are going to start to warm up with a high of 4 degrees and a low of -3, with flurries expected throughout the day. I think it's safe to say that winter is finally on its way. That's all for your 3-day forecast. Now back to you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Ainsley. We leave you today with the latest video making the rounds online. A rare white lion cub has been born at an Ahoma zoo. Zoo officials say the cub is not albino, but rather the white coat is due to a rare excessive gene. The cuddly cat was one of 2 males and 1 female born earlier this week. All 3 cubs are on display at the zoo with their mother. That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by students in the journalism program at the North Campus. I'm Rebecca Nobrega. Join us tomorrow for our next news update.